Kia ora and welcome everyone to another episode of 9 Minute Big Life Mindset. Okay, so in 2017, I flew over to Australia and head to Bondi Beach to spend time with my older brother and one of our cousins. I finished work early for the occasion and pretty much drank and ate my way through the Koru Lounge and the flight there. When I land though, news is buzzing as New South Wales is hit with this heat wave, which, if you've just arrived from windy Wellington, feels like you've stepped into the middle of a volcano. Despite all of this, my cousin cooks a chicken curry and a whole bunch of island food, which we gladly inhale for dinner. It's night time, but the place is still crazy hot. Not only that, but I'm whinging incessantly about the heat, especially as I know the beach is less than 10 minutes walk away, but still feels too hot to go anywhere. We're sitting outside on his balcony, sinking a few beers, when we hear a voice down below. I pop my head over the fence and end up having a yarn with an English lady in her early 20s who eventually invites us to the beach for a swim, which is music to my ears. My brother and cousin, though, are too stuffed from dinner, so if I want to go, I'm going alone. So be it. We get to the beach, but you can barely see the water because it's so dark. What I also don't see is where I'm walking, and no shit, I'm about 3 meters away from walking straight into this couple who are having sex on the sand when I hear the guy say, "Hey mate." So I crack up laughing when I realise what's going on, and then I make a detour to the water. I've watched way too many movies though, and so my only thought while I'm in the water is that I'm going to be eaten by a shark, so I'm in there for all of 3 minutes. We grab our stuff and start walking to the intersection where our journeys will part ways. As we're walking though, I can feel my stomach turning a bit. It makes me wonder if I've swallowed seawater or something. But then my stomach has a big shift. Then what starts as a small, sharp pain escalates quickly and suddenly. Oh no. You ever have those times in your life where you don't need to go to the toilet? Like, at all? And then suddenly, you absolutely have to be sitting on a toilet within the next few breaths. Otherwise, you're going to have a code brown accident. Well, that's exactly what was happening to me. I went from enjoying the cool seawater to needing to go to a toilet like yesterday, as all the food and alcohol I've consumed suddenly decides it needs to come out. We continue walking, and I basically bid this lady farewell over my shoulder as I'm walking ever faster in the opposite direction. I buy myself some time, by doing that walk you do when you know the toilet's quite far away, and I keep making my way towards my cousin's place. Now, if you've never been to Bondi, the place is full of these old Victorian-style brick apartments, which are beautiful, but they all look exactly the bloody same. Because I didn't really take note of which one was my cousin's, since I just assumed it would be easy to find, it takes me longer than expected. I finally find one that I swear is his, and begin picking up a handful of small stones and throwing them onto the balcony in the hope I'll get his attention. Several handfuls later, and it's obvious either he and my brother are asleep, or I've just been throwing stones at the wrong place. No matter, I have a far more pressing issue on my plate, and I need to take drastic action. I jump over a fence, and the door looks like his one, so I walk towards it and open the door, which is unlocked, just as I'd left it. The ground floor hallway is dark, because there's no lights on, but it looks a little familiar. I take a few steps down the hallway, but can't quite find the stairway to get up to his room. Then I hear a male voice in one of the ground floor rooms. A male voice speaking French. Like a native French speaker would. Oh no, I've accidentally walked into someone else's house. What to do? So, I do what anyone in my situation would do, and I keep on walking down the dark corridor, and then bang, like a signal from the universe, I come across this open door on my right, and there's moonlight shining through the window and onto the bathroom vanity. Like a beacon from above, the taps and sink in this room are bathed in this moonlit glow, which means there's a toilet in here. You could bottle and sell my pure joy at this finding. I go in, don't bother closing the door, drop my pants, and have one of the most blissful poos in the history of humankind. After I finished up, I make the decision not to flush. In case I accidentally wake someone up. Before I give my hands a quick wash, then I quietly exit out of the house completely unnoticed. I jump the fence and eventually, after a few more stones on different balconies, I find my cousin's place. I greet my brother with one of those, "Bro, you'd never believe what just happened to me" kind of stories, before I see my cousin crashed out on the balcony, surrounded by little stones. Hey, thanks everyone for joining me. If you lived in Bondi in 2017 and woke up one morning greeted by someone else's business, then please accept my sincere apologies and my thanks. For everyone else, as always, remember to click follow and subscribe to hear the latest podcast. And as you know what I love to say, folks, be uncomfortable and grow.